we're moving around the street, people will come past. Some will have a bit of a joke. Others will say, "Oh, who are street pastors? What are you doing?" Sometimes they say, "How much do you get?"
I recall sitting there, and it was the first night of the first briefing, and there was all these people sitting around, and it dawned on me that these people had actually, they're volunteers, they're putting themselves out. You know, it is late at night, and I thought, these are people who could be well and truly in bed on a Friday or Saturday night, and they actually inspired me.
So Yarra Street Pastors is a community project aiming to create a safer nighttime experience in the key entertainment areas in the city of Yarra. It's about us bringing God's love to the streets in really practical ways. As a group, we seek to care for people, listen to them and help them.
The role that we have is making sure people get home safely. So if there's anyone who is too drunk to get home by themselves, we get people home, we get them sobered up, get them in cabs, get their parents to pick them up. If there are any vulnerable females who are alone, we stay with them until they're sober or until someone comes to fetch them, so it's a protective thing.
You want to try drinking some water in your hand? You want to try downing some of that? You might feel a bit better soon.
What we do is that we say that you as an individual out on the street have an intrinsic value. As Christians, we name that because we believe that everyone is made in the image of God. We're not out there talking theology, but we are trying to say to the person on the street, you matter.
The change that I can actually see is that generally helping the vulnerable, those that are at risk of becoming victims of crime, has had a dramatic impact on our crime itself. So that crimes against the person, assaults in the street, we have seen a reduction over the last 12 months that I've been here, particularly along Swan Street in Richmond.
I've been active in the church almost all my life, doing all sorts of things, and whilst they were in themselves fulfilling, they weren't stretching me as a Christian to move into the community and have the confidence to do so. Being a street pastor helped me extend that and to move beyond the church.
Some people might think, well, it's not a real safe environment, but it actually is, because you provide the friendly face. You know, they've got that friendly persona where they do diffuse things.
I went out with the street pastors a few weekends ago and I was really impressed with the work that they do, the way they interact with vulnerable people, the relationships that they have with security guards and the police, the way that we collected glass bottles, swept up broken pieces of glass. So I was really impressed with the work that they do.
To anyone thinking about whether street pastors is for me, I would urge you absolutely to be involved in this. My partners and I have been very proud to support the street pastors in a variety of different ways, and we'll continue to do so. We think it's one of the most wonderful organisations working in Victoria at the moment.
I believe God has given us gifts that extend beyond the walls of the church, and He wants to see us use those gifts to serve people that don't know God's love so that they may know God's love.
I just don't know anybody who's a street pastor who hasn't grown spiritually, simply because you're putting yourself in situations that you're unfamiliar with, and sometimes you can feel unprepared for it. It's scary and you need God more.
We'd love you to just come along one night to see what we do, to see us in action, to discern whether God's actually calling you to be a part of this ministry.